Yes, women have that energy about them where we make, and mind you, even as strict as I am, I've letting down, but a woman will wake my ass back up. The last situation I had, I was with this person. She told me there's certain things I shouldn't share with her.
Mm.
And did she tell you what was the certain thing that you shouldn't share? Did she tell
No, no,
you? Was she
I don't want
persuade?
to. I don't want to get into that. This is the first time I wanted to be vulnerable with her. She
Okay,
said there's certain things I shouldn't share with her.
That
that's
was her
odd for a
response
woman to
to
say
you
that.
sharing whatever you shared.
Sharing what I was sharing to her. I really like this was the day I was like messed up. She woke me back up into being a thug again. I said, okay, thank you, baby, for letting me know. I like when I tell you when I tell you that what I told her, it's like taking off my clothes and taking off my Fitbit and just getting naked. She said there's certain things you should. Now this person I was potentially thinking about marrying.
That's
When
heavy.
she
Yeah, that's
told me
odd.
that, when she told me that, it was out the door.
Yeah, you shut down. Period.
Oh, not shut down. I started to get gutter with it after she told me that. So I'm giving you an example. I'm not saying all women. This is my anecdotal experience. Some women are used to dealing with Ronnie saying tough men who are always who cannot who have one game face. And this is why we have to understand traumas. And there's a trauma in a person who can't accept a person to be vulnerable.
Facts. That's what I was thinking when you said she woke you up to tell you. Like that was wild. So that was really, really like stirring and like marinating with her. You know what I'm saying? That she had to wake you up to tell you, hey, there's certain stuff you like. That's kind of wild.
Because
That's kind of wild.
what I told her bothered her. But listen,
Mm.
when you ask for the truth and you want a man to let you know what's going on, you want to see the inside and out. This a dungeon in here, baby. This a dungeon. It's rats, it's smissy, and it's pissy in here. You sure you want this? So when I was able to come down, she said, "Oh, there's certain things you shouldn't share with me." Then she
Mm.
said there's certain things you need to keep to yourself. I thought the woman you love, you're supposed to tell her everything. This your best friend. We going it's we Bonnie and Clyde now.
Hakeem, I got a question
That's the
for you.
way my thought process be. Go ahead, Big.
Mhm.
Not
I got a
go.
question. Did she?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
odd.
there were certain things you couldn't share, but is there other things you could have shared with her that she said or no?
Um, I said general stuff, but this is real personal stuff that I usually don't tell women who I'm sleeping with. There's a caveat with this. There's a caveat with this. If I'm friends with you and me and you don't have that like connection, I can share with you and stuff like that. Cause you don't have no like we're not trying to buy a house or I'm not putting a down payment on your car, but this somebody I was financially taken care of. I was financially taken care of. When she told me that, all that stopped.
Mm.
Yeah, that's. I think she don't want to see you as a weak. That was saying because most women want to see a man as a strong vessel. She don't want to see you as a weak vessel because you
But
start
I view
sharing.
that as cruel.
It is
Yeah.
cruel. It is cruel though. Just what you're saying. I would say to me it was odd. That's why I say I can't. I think that's kind of odd. But
It
No,
I
she sounds
get
like
where
a
she's
coward.
coming
I
from.
hate to cut you off. She sounds like a coward. Sound like she's not equipped.
Yeah.
And
No,
it's no
she said
shade
I
to
think she
her.
wanted him to see him strong. She don't want to see him weak
No, no, no,
because
Well,
no,
we.
it's.
no.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. It has to be.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let y'all finish.
I want to say
No,
this.
I know you're coming from a woman point of view, but I'm just saying from a man point of view, I think that's why I'm. That's from what it seems to me that you want to see Hakeem as strong because if Hakeem open up, let's say Hakeem say, when I was a little boy, they picked on me in high school, and I still have those memories. You know, she's gonna look at
What
him
I'm
different.
what I'm saying though, when it comes to having a relationship with somebody, you that weak that you can't listen to the man that you with express something that they going through now all because you have this need to hold up this fantasy image of what you consider like that's kind of wild to me and
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying she a fucking coward and there's no shade to her. That's for a man or a woman who moves like that. It is cowardice and it is selfish and it's self-serving that the people that we care about and that we connected with, right, can't emote and express a certain thing because now they don't took down this fantasy idea of what we perceive as strength. If anything, for him to be vulnerable, for me to be vulnerable and share something takes more strength. And so I had to kind of get in that bag, but it just kind of irked me because it's like, and then just the story, like the visual, and she had to wake you up out your sleep to tell you don't be shit. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's
you're
odd. I would say that's
more
odd.
uncomfortable with the
Hmm.
vulnerability than he is. It's kind of
You're
wild.
right. Go ahead,
Yeah, I
Jordan.
want to say this, Hakeem. If she and then if she is kind of, I think before, not just you, Hakeem, maybe her past relationship, she always has something like a, because when you got with her, you was all that, you was more of the thug, right? Until you start, really break down, and she said, no, right?
I was okay. So generally when I'm with somebody, I'm more of a jovial, jokey type person, cracking jokes and stuff like that. I've never broken down. I never broke down in front of like somebody I've been with like that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's how I was with her. We joking stuff like that. So I want to
Hmm.
give a caveat on her personality. She was a very serious person,
So she will be like a stoic type person.
very stoic. And listen, I don't judge people. I always give people a chance, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. So sometimes you think that okay, a person could be one way, and you'll try to get with them to give them an opportunity to grow. Because I know that but I want to shine something on, and I want to ask you this, Just Jay, and the ladies in the chat. When women who are raised in a house, or they wasn't raised in a house with a man, let's say her daddy was closed off. Let's say her daddy was not that expressive. Do you think that's the type of behavior she's used to, or she's accepted, or that she requires? Because this is the example that she's met. That's what I took from her when
Mm.
I was with her for a long period of time, and then what I mean, the day I wanted to share something, it wasn't what she was used to.
No, that's definitely valid. I think that's what Ronnie was saying as well. Like she wanted to see you as that strong man. So, whatever man in her life or lack thereof, you feel me? Maybe that's how she shaped that idea. Because I'm definitely one that understands that we are the way we are for different reasons, right? So I would never want to discount that, and I would never want to discount the fact that she probably cared for you. She just didn't know how to meet that need. You know what I'm saying? And I totally get it, right? It's no shade to her, like she's the most awful person, right? But
Yeah,
from the scenario, I'm seeing a person that can't get over themselves, like quote unquote, like they couldn't get over themselves and their experience in order to meet your need. And like Natasha said in the thing that she put up, like it don't have to be a permanent thing, right? But to me, something like that, it doesn't have to be a permanent thing. And Natasha, she mature, so she understands certain things that are hiccups in relationships doesn't mean it has to be the end of a relationship, right? And so it doesn't mean that had to be the end of the relationship. In my mind, though, it definitely would have probably put me in a place where I wasn't willing to be as open, right? Because there's been times I've been in relationships and I was open and the guy responded a certain way, and then it kind of left me like, okay, but if you don't act like that whenever I try to come talk to you, like in my mind, I'm starting to back up. Now I might still be in a relationship, but I'm starting to back up and I'm starting to share less and less and less. And for me, it's hard to function on a healthy level like that because now I'm withdrawing. Now I'm closing off, and I can't be vulnerable and present in the relationship like that. Because